here we go. This morning is a every minute on the minute, but a little bit unique in that, so every minute for the first 6 minutes, we're gonna do 10 kettlebell swings plus 10 push-ups. So you do your 10 swings or deadlift, and then 10 push-ups within the minute. And whatever's left, probably have, I don't know, maybe 15 seconds, 15, 20 seconds left, something like that. And we'll go through that 6 times, right, for the first 6 minutes. And then we'll rest for 30 seconds. And then we'll move on to the next pair, or the next pair of exercises. And we'll do every minute on the minute for 30 seconds. Or that doesn't make any sense at all. Every minute on the minute 6 times. The next pair of exercises is 10 goblet squats and then 10 one-arm rows. Right, so pretty basic movements here. We're just putting them together in a little bit different way than we typically would. The row can be, if you have a band, if you can make it a band row. I think like if you have something to put your hand on, like back of the couch or something like that, I think this is just the best way to do it with some support. If you don't have anything to support you, you can do it without support from your hand. But I feel like what happens there is you end up using your back to support the weight. So give yourself the help wherever you need it. So that's the second pair. The third pair is a suitcase lateral squat, 5 each, and then push-up position, pull through. So we're getting in that push-up position, dragging the weight from one side to the other. And we'll go 5 times each. It says 10 in the chat, but I meant 5. Okay, so that's it. All we got to remember is 2 exercises at one time. And then, hey, where are you going, Dale? We're about to start here.
You just got off the Peloton.
Oh, well, we do different stuff than the Peloton, so you can join us if you want. All right. All right, so we'll do that. And let's wrap up our roll. You guys finish up rolling in the next minute. I'm going to get the clock set up. All right. We're going to do 60. Yeah, so we're going to spend 6 minutes with each pair. Okay, so let's start off on the floor. And to start with today, we're going to give yourself a hamstring stretch. So we bring one leg in and give it a hold. So as you're holding, we want to make sure that you're pulling your toe back towards you. So don't point your toe up towards the ceiling, but pull it back towards your chin or towards the floor. Right, and then we're really trying to push that heel up towards the ceiling. You could also use a stretching strap here if that's helpful. Just put the strap up over your foot if you have something like that. But you're going to stretch one leg, we're going to work the other. Right, so let's work one leg nice and straight. Again, pushing your heels away from you. Try to get all the way down to tap your heel on the floor. And we come back up. If there's any kind of pain or anything with that, or it's a challenge, then we can bend your knee, go down and tap the heel. No big deal there. We just want to get your hip working on that side. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So grab the other leg, drop your heel down, and really pushing heels away from you. Again, the modification here would be the bent knee version, just tapping heel to the floor. All right, let's bring one knee into your chest. The other heel is going to go on the floor. We're just going to lift up and hold. Right, so we're not going anywhere with this one. We're just going to hold, and then we'll mix in a floor slide. So we slide those elbows down into your back pocket, and then reaching up. So we should be getting a chest stretch here, and just getting your shoulder blades working. Keep sliding, but we'll switch legs. So when you switch sides, let's make sure to get that other knee into your chest so we get nice and close. You shouldn't be doing a crunch with your low back. You should almost have your tailbone tucked under. And good. All right, let's come up to half kneeling. So we'll come up to one knee. That hip flexor stretch. Push a little bit forward if you want to. Really, we're thinking about keeping your tailbone tucked under. We're going to do a couple of different things from here. So from this position, but we'll focus on the stretch first. All right, good. From here, let's go hands to the floor. So keeping that same foot forward, your knee is going to be outside your armpit. Shift your hips from side to side here. See how the stretch changes a little bit for you. Sometimes if I'm not paying attention, I end up with my hip like pushed way out to one side. Just try to bring it back to the middle. Last part of this, we're going to rotate, turn your chest toward the knee that's forward. Point those fingertips at the ceiling. And then as you come back down, you're going to think about touching your elbow to your shoelaces. We open up. Close it down. And switch. Let's go to the other leg. We're going to get that hip flexor stretch first. And good, let's go hands to the floor, knee outside your armpit. And shift side to side a little bit. Make sure we're pushing your hips down to the floor and pushing your chest away from the floor. And good, from there, make your hand nice and strong on the floor. We're going to rotate up, turn your chest toward your forward leg. Then we're reaching down, trying to touch that elbow to your shoe. You might not come close to it, but what we want is the rotation in your upper back. Good, from there, let's go to a push-up position. We're gonna do a little bit of a shoulder warm-up here. 5 stationary inchworms where we're walking your hands into your feet. Tap your feet or your shins and then walk right back out. We're warming up your shoulders, a little bit of a core warm-up too. And on that last one, you'll just stand right up. Okay. 2 things left for warm up. First one, we're going to do a lateral lunge. and a step over. So we're going to step out to the side. So after you step out to the side, when you come back in, that leg that was stepping out is going to become the top of the letter T. If I'm standing here, I step out to the side. When I turn in and make that foot that was stepping out like the top of a T, I'm going to be standing on that hip. The hip that's planted on the floor, the foot that's planted on the floor, I should get the stretch up in that hip. We step out, we turn and rotate that hip in. And we'll switch to the other side. And relax. Okay, last one. Bringing that leg up, give it a hug. So we give your shin a hug up and across. And we step back for a reverse lunge. Bring that shin up and across. Reverse lunge. Let's just do 5 here. And switching to the other side. And good. Okay. So we're all set up. Grab a weight for a kettlebell swing. Again, swing or deadlift. There's some people that swings just aren't all that friendly. The other thing we can think of is if you want to work your way into swings, maybe just making them smaller. So keeping the range of motion small as you go, not necessarily even lifting the weight off of you or not letting it fly forward, because that forward pull is what gets a lot of people. All right, so if you want to start working your way into swings, just think of it as a real simple hip hinge. And then as you feel how the weight goes, you can start to build that up a little bit more. Okay, if you are positive that swings are not for you, you're just going to do a deadlift, let those pinkies trace right down the inside of your thighs and come back up. Okay, so that's the swing. And then we got 10 swings and 10 push-ups in the first minute. I will probably be doing deadlifts to start, working my way into swings, just because it's morning and I want to make sure I'm ready to go. There we go. Okay, so I hope you got your weight. We'll get started in about 10 seconds. 10 swings, 10 deadlifts, 10 swings, 10 push-ups. You've got the remainder of the minute to rest. Okay, getting started in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and off we go. Think about whatever you're doing, swings or deadlifts, make sure you're spreading that floor apart with your feet. And write down for push-ups any variation you want. $20 seconds left. $10 seconds left till our swings. Doing 10 of each. Remember, we've got 6 rounds. Okay, ready? And here we go. Working our way back up. 10 swings, 10 push-ups. Whether you're doing swings or deadlifts, make sure your cheeks are strong and that you're tall as you finish. You want to pull all the way up. "20 seconds left. Also, you'd be doing yourself a favor if, when you set up for your push-ups, spread those fingertips as wide as you can. Try to take up as much floor as you can with your hands. That stretch will help you do the push-up. Okay, 2 seconds. 1, and back up to the top for swings. Here we go. "20 seconds left. Whenever we're doing push-ups too, we also want our elbows to point backwards in some way, shape, or form. So they don't have to be glued to your side, but we don't want them out like this with your fingertips turned in, right? So we want elbows to be sweeping back. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go for round 4. "30 seconds left. "10 seconds left. Okay, we've got 2 rounds to go, and we'll rest for 30. And here we go. Round 5. I should mention too, if you're using a dumbbell for this, if that's what you have, you'll hold the end of the dumbbell so the handle is vertical. 20 seconds left. Okay, last set of swings coming up in 3, 2, 1. Swing or deadlift. Here we go. "30 seconds left. Keeping that chin away from the floor, your forehead away from the floor on the push-ups. "10 seconds left in our minute. Three, 2, 1, and we got 30 seconds off. All right, so the next pair is a Goblet Squat, so 10 squats, 10 rows. Since the rows have to be done each side, there's probably going to be very little just sitting around resting time with this one. All right, starting with goblet squats, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So bringing that weight up under your chin. If this doesn't work, drop it down. You think about going and tapping to the floor. Keeping that chest up. Should be able to keep your heels pinned to the ground, pushing some weight through them as you stand up. If you have something to prop your hand up on for the rows, do that. "20 seconds left. Five seconds left in our minute. Back up for goblet squats. 2, 1, and here we go. Round 2 out of 6. As you set your feet up for the row, make sure both toes are facing the same direction. We don't want one turned out to the side. Ten seconds left. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Back up for the squats. Here we go. On the row, make sure you're keeping your shoulder away from your ear. So we don't want to crunch up next to your ear. We want that shoulder and shoulder blade down on your back. 20 seconds left. Okay, we're halfway done with this round. Starting in round 4 and 2, 1. Here we go. With the rows, think about doing that work, lifting that weight with the back of your elbow. Okay, so you're not pulling your hand into you, you're pulling your elbow up to the ceiling. So that should put all the work back into your shoulder blade and down your back. 15 seconds left. Five seconds. 2 more rounds. Ready? And go. Twenty seconds left. 10 seconds. Last round. Here we go. Thirty seconds left. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds. Three, two, one, and rest for 30. All right, last group or last pair of exercises. Lateral lunge or lateral squat. So you're gonna hold in your right hand and squat to your left for 5. 5 to the other side. Then you got that push-up position, pull through, dragging the weight from one side to the other. 5 times each. We're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Last 6 minutes of work. Here we go. On these lateral squats, make sure you're keeping your heel down on the ground. You might be pushing with the ball of your foot, and that's okay. Just make sure your heel stays down on the ground. You're gonna be shifting those hips back so that you can keep weight in your heels. 30 seconds to go. Remember, we're just doing 5 each side of everything here. Twenty seconds left. Ten seconds. Back up to the top in 5 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. 5 to each side. Halfway there. Twenty seconds left. 10 seconds. Should be into our rest time here. That's 2 down, 4 to go. Ready? And go. On the pull through, try to keep your hips steady as you go. Shouldn't be twisting side to side. 20 seconds left. Ten left. Halfway through this pair. 5 seconds. Back up to the top. 2, 1, and here we go. Try to keep shoulders square as you go. Don't let yourself turn toward the side that you're squatting to. Thirty seconds left. $15. Okay, 2 rounds to go. Starting in 2 seconds. 1, and here we go. Back up to the lateral squat. Thirty seconds left. $15 seconds till our last round. Five seconds. Lateral squats last time. Ready, and go. $30 seconds. $15. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and that's a wrap. Take these full 30 seconds to get your breath back. As much as you can, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Remember, we don't want to be a mouth breather. So if you got a stuffy nose or something, obviously you got to breathe in through your mouth, but try to bring in through your nose as much as you can. Bringing that heart rate back down. Okay, that was a good one. Wow. A little hand clap to Evan. You know, originally, Evan had 1 minute as the rest time rather than 30 seconds. I was like, nah, it sounds like a little too much. I don't like standing around for a full minute. A minute would have been good. So, all right, guys.
Thanks, Brian.
Have an awesome day. Good to see you, and we'll see you soon.